Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Right, today is a little bit different. We are going to put to the test my irons, tailor-made P7MCs, against the MIZUNO 221 Pros. However, we need a third contender, which brings me down to American Golf. Looking around, and I'm seeing this. This is the new Ping iron. It is the new I230. Unreal setup here, by the way. If you ever want to get a fitting, and a free fitting, by the way, these bays are insane. So we're going to go to Woolley. I'm going to find a hole about 170 yards, par 3, and we're going to put this to the test. That was a hell of a strike. Let's go. Right, so we're not in American Golf anymore. We're at Woolley Park on a par 3, because as much as I love hitting balls in simulators and getting loads of data, end of the day, you just want to know if you hit it well outside in normal conditions and if you can hit a green, because that's what you're going to be doing with a 7-iron. You're going to be hitting it into a green. For me, 7-iron kind of goes like 160 odds carry, 165. I normally play it for like a 170 shot. We've got 3 7-irons. Get a little closer to this. We are going to go head to head with the MIZUNO 221 in blue, which you know I've been having a lot of fun with. The 7, obviously, Ping I230, and my irons that I use now, the tailor-made P7MCs. Ping claim that these are the ones that are kind of, obviously you can get different lofts. This is actually the retro loft, so we're going to see if it matches them. The MIZUNO I don't think will go as far, but it'll be a good test. But will it get better dispersion? It'll be a good test. What we're going to do, I'll go with the Ping first, because that's the new one, right? This is the brand new iron, the I230. So the yellow balls are gonna be the Ping balls. That's what we're gonna call them, okay? Roughly for me, I think this might be a little bit stronger lofted compared to mine. I've never actually hit a Ping club. I don't own Ping clubs. I've never got a fitting for Ping clubs. I've never really been interested in Ping clubs. Like I said, popped to American Golf. This is the new iron. So without further ado, let's give them a whack. Let's see how many can get on the green, if it gets on the green, which one's got a better dispersion, and which one wins. Ping versus TaylorMade versus MIZUNO. Not the best strike, but wind's carrying it, it's got a good bounce, it's on the green to about 8 foot. Carried 163, which is interesting because I didn't really hit that the best. Total being 174. Right, we go again. Try and really rip one. I've got a funny feeling these are a bit stronger than my irons. That is absolutely out of the middle, that. That might even pitch on the green. Oh! Bearing in mind, we are 180 yards away. That's carried 178, stopped 186. Spins really good. 6'9". With a 7-iron, that's high, that's really good. I nearly actually hit the camera, which would have been an absolute nightmare. That was pured, by the way. Like I said, I've never really hit a Ping iron, so I am a bit impressed with these. If that's coming round, come on wind, come on wind, come on wind. So that's gone massive, and that's the only problem I think with now me playing strong enough. I don't want to hit a 7-iron 182 yards. Spin rate 5,500, which for me, my 7-iron's kind of like 6'2", 6'3". It carried 182, it's got 196 yards. Could be a slight problem with the Ping. What's a wasp doing at this time of year? That is pured. The wind gets that, come on. Bounce. It's on the green, back of the green. But again, it carried 175, 176. Spins all right, good swing on it. So, I'll have a little verdict at the end. Let's jump straight into total opposite, a lot thinner. Let's look at this, and let's now look at the MIZUNO Blue. Next up, it's the one and only MIZUNO 221 Pros. You know, I've played a bit of golf with these. If there's a way I can find these to go in my bag, they will be. But I know for a fact, look how thin that is. It's a 7-iron. We're going to use the Irish balls, Irish colourway. They're all soft balls, so it doesn't really matter. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. That's got miles left. Still went good though. What's the trackman saying? Oh, to be fair, that carried 174. Total 190. Bad shot that though. I've pulled that as well. What am I doing with the Mizunos? Carried 182. These are going further than the pings. So it's interesting that obviously the blades are going to be harder to hit and less forgiving. Maybe that's why I got away with it a bit more with the pings. Start a bit further right because I think I'm pulling these a little bit. Now that's the shot you want to hit with a blade. Pitched up. That might be the closest. End of the day, closest to the flag wins. That's the difference. A spin 6,700 on that shot, which means the ball's going to stop a lot better. Oh, I've pulled that as well. Only thing I will say about bladed clubs is you feel like you have to hit them harder. Straight away with the pings, I knew they were a little bit forgiving. I was just like nicely hitting them. As soon as I get these in my hand, I just feel like I've got to whack them. And that's the only problem I can think of with these. But yeah, spin's better, but they're just not as forgiving. Maybe it was my swing, but they've all gone left. But that's real world situation. It's real world. Mizuno, unfortunately, at the minute, it might be the closest ball, but it's definitely not the most in the green. Next up is my club. But the spin was just down a little bit. Mizuno, spin was up. When I did nail it, obviously they're going to be harder to hit. They're virtually blades. Stuck it really close, really nice shot. Didn't have a lot of movement on it. However, the other two, like I said, because they look thinner, you feel like you've got to hit them harder. They would take some getting used to for me. The Ping and the TaylorMade have got 105 stiff shafts in. The Mizunos, to their defense, have got 135 gram stiff in. So it's a very different shaft for me. It could explain that hook. Right, my irons, the ones I've been absolutely nailing. First one I thinned, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Go on then. Go on. No way. To be fair though, I felt like I thinned it. Spin rate's still 6,000, which is good. It only carried 150 yards. Obviously the wind's got that. Jesus, that was thin. These are same lofts as the Mizunos, but I just feel like anywhere I hit this out of the face, I can't really feel it unless I thin it. But the Mizunos, as soon as you don't even get a good strike, obviously it's a bladed club in it, it's for a pro really. Ah, I thinned it again. Why am I thinning my own clubs? That's more like my irons. On the green, 1-2 bounce, more or less dead stop. So we've got one more to do. Oh. I say that and then just massively pull it. I mean, that's not even a good shot. Let's get down the green and see what the hell's going on. I think the good thing about this is we could have stood in a simulator hitting balls. It's windy, it's cold. Like this is where you're going to be hitting balls. Yeah, you can have some TrackMan data and stuff like that, but yes, I love getting fitted for clubs, but I really think it's so much of an advantage to actually get in the clubs and hit them outside. Mizunos, I love the look of them and I wish they could go in my bag. I am going to change the shafts and have another go at them. That might be another video. Ping clubs surprised us. I think really good off the face. Didn't really feel the ball come off. However, I do feel that they're a bit of a stronger lofted clubs, and in summer, with that little bit less spin, that could be a problem. My clubs and the Mizunos spin really well, like 6.5 for a 7-iron. Right, so down by the green, Mizunos actually came in last place. The one I absolutely ripped out the middle, which is what you'd expect with a bladed club. I put it on the green, it stopped dead. The spin was like 6,700. And if you can be a low enough handicap or a pro or whatever, and you can get away with them clubs and hit them pure every time, 1,000,000% I understand why people play them. I don't think I'm really near that level yet, but I will try them clubs with a different shaft in to see what they're like. So third place is the Mizuno Blues. And second place, the Ping I230, the brand new clubs. To be honest with you, the only thing that probably let these down, they felt amazing off the face. They felt really easy to hit. The only slight problem being spin was just really down. One, the dispersion was a bit all over. Even though the Mizunos went left and right, that was probably me, but these I hit really well. pretty much all the strikes. One was on the green, two was pretty close to be fair, one went long, one's pulled. So it's tricky because it feels nice, and I think it's a well-deserved second place if you're looking for an iron. And like I said, all these irons are the same kind of price. They're all about £1,000 for like 5 to pitch and wedge. But yeah, if I'm never hitting a ping club to peppering the green from 180 yards with a 7-iron, it's a good club. And a well-deserved second place. First place, and it kind of explains why they're in my bag. The winner, a little bit muddy, is the P7MCs. I hooked one, which was me, bad strike. Even though I didn't hit the first two well, and they were a little bit thin. One's at the back of the green, one's 10 foot, and then my third strike that I hit really well was also on the green. So we had, technically, 3 balls on the green and 1 hooked. So out of 4 shots, one's missed the green, 3's on the green. And the ball I hit with this, pure at the end, was actually the closest. Closest to the pin, most balls on the green. The winner is the tailor-made P7MCs. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the little putting clubs against each other. If you want to see more, or what you want to see more of, putting things head to head, get in the comment. Until then, and me, see you very soon.